All right, welcome back. This is the third video, third and final video of this Choices 360 series. In this video, I will show you the high school planning piece, and we will together build your 6-year DODEA graduation plan. We call it 6 years because you have 2 years in middle school that you can potentially earn middle school credit, that's 7th and 8th grade, and then the 4 years of high school, that's a total of 6 years you could potentially be working on your high school diploma. So we will go over the high school planning piece and then create your plan. So here we are again in the Choices 360 website. We click on high school planning, and we will see that you can click on your plan of study, which we'll get into in a quick second. And you can also click onto high school planning timeline. This works just like the college planning timeline that I showed you in the last video. I encourage you to click on it and see if you are in fact on schedule to be successful in high school. So click on that and use that feature. But for this video, we'll click on your plan of study. And when we click on your plan of study, I want you to click on create your course plan. We are going to create the 6-year plan that I'm talking about. Once we click on that, you'll see a bunch of different, these are the pathways, the CTE pathways that are available in DODEA high schools. Now, a disclaimer, Guam High does not offer every single one of these. I think they've got 4 or 5 pathways available up there, and you can ask those questions when you get there, or 8th graders when we go on our field trip, if we have that field trip in May. But as we develop it in middle school, the only 2 options that we're going to be using will be your standard diploma and your standard diploma with Algebra 1 earned in middle school. I'm going to click on the standard diploma with Algebra 1 earned in middle school, but for those of you 7th graders and 8th graders who are not earning any high school credited courses while in middle school, you're going to go ahead and choose standard diploma. Now, if I click on either one of these, it looks exactly the same. So the steps I walk you through will be exactly the same, but I will be using the Algebra 1 earned in middle school just as my example. So I'm going to click on this. It'll show me a quick overlook of the courses that I'll be taking in 9th through 12th grade. I can even click on 6th through 8th grade, and I'll be able to see what courses I would have taken. So this is just a brief overlook. We are going to use this as your plan of study, so click there. And then we'll accept this plan by clicking on continue. And now that we've clicked on continue, it'll allow me to start editing the course plan. And now that we are ready to edit, we're going to click back to the 6th through 8th grade view, because these are the years that we're in right now. And you'll see that we can click on these orange hyperlinks. It says the word is planned. By clicking on these, it'll allow you to edit that particular class. 6th grade, none of you should need to edit 6th grade because none of you should have taken a high school credited course in 6th grade. But certainly 7th and 8th grade. So 7th and 8th graders, if you took math, accelerated math 7, you'll see that regular math 7 is your default, but if you took accelerated last year or currently, you're going to want to change this. So click on planned. We will remove math 7 right here, remove. And now that we've removed it from our plan, we will add accelerated math by clicking add. That's simple, 7th and 8th graders. Now that we've added in accelerated math, we'll save it and we will return to our plan of study. Now, 7th grade, we've changed our math. Some of you might have already taken Spanish 1 or even Japanese 1, Mina, in 7th grade. If you did that, go ahead and add Spanish 1, sorry, brain fart, Spanish 1 or Japanese 1 in 7th grade. As a matter of fact, there's another one of you who might be listening to this who took Spanish 1 in 6th grade. You know who you are. If that's you, go ahead and add it in 6th grade. But the majority of us will have taken Spanish 1 in 8th grade. So I will add in under world language I will click here to add a course under 8th grade. I'm going to add in Dr. Morris's Spanish 1 for credit. So here are all the foreign language courses that Dodea offers. McCool only offers the Spanish 1C. It's right here. So we are going to add that in. And now that I see it, Spanish 1C, I'm golden. Now, 8th graders who are currently in Japanese 2 or Spanish 2. In 7th grade, add in Spanish 1 or Japanese 1. In 8th grade, add in the Spanish 2 or Japanese 2. I'm going to save and return to your plan of study. All right, so in 7th grade, I've added in my accelerated math. In 8th grade, I've added in my Spanish 1C. Now, I forgot to add in to change Math 8. If you took accelerated math in 7th grade, that's because you're planning to take Algebra 1 for 8th grade. So we're going to need to change regular Math 8 by clicking on Planned. And removing Math 8, it's important that you remove the class. So we remove Math 8 and we add in accelerated math / Algebra 1. And now that we've added that in, here it is, looks good. We're going to save and return. Now, in middle school, I have successfully planned. I've put in my accelerated math for 7th grade, my algebra for 8th grade, and my Spanish 1 for credit for 8th grade. I'm done with middle school. I'm going to switch back now to the 9th through 12th grade view. And here, we're just going to be plugging in the general courses required for you to graduate. Now, understand that when you get to high school, you will for sure tailor fit your high school plan according to what your individual plan is. But that's something for you to do when you get to the high school so that you can work with your actual high school counselors. For our intent and purposes here, we will simply be putting the generalized classes. Don't worry, this is a living, breathing document. You can always make changes to it. We are simply going to fill it out so that it's complete and you can move on to high school and edit as you see fit when you get there. All right, now that we are in 6th through 8th grade, I'm going to quickly draw your attention to this checkup column, and you'll see it'll tell you the total number of credits required in this subject area. For language arts, you have 4 credits required. And that means you're going to be taking language arts every single year of high school. Under social studies, you are required to take 3 credits. Under math, 4 credits. Under science, 3 credits, etc. Use that as your reference point as we build this together. So you'll see that it's green. It says your total is 4 credits and my required number of credits is also 4. It's green because it has pre-planned my 4 language arts classes each year. Now, you can go in and edit this if you'd like. If you know that in 9th grade you want to take honors language arts, you can simply change it by clicking on planned as we've done before. You click on planned and we'll remove language arts 9 and we will add in honors. Here it is, World Literature 9 honors. Add that in. Now, you don't have to take honors. If you're okay with a regular language arts 9, leave it alone, you're done. Now that we've added in World Lit 9 honors, we save and return just like we've been doing. It's pretty easy. And now that we've returned, you'll see now it says honors. Now, if you add in honors for 9th grade, I imagine that you plan to track taking the advanced courses throughout the rest of your school year. You can change 10th grade to honors as well. We'll remove it. And we'll add in World Lit 10 honors. Now, as I go through this, I want to quickly say that I'm only allowed 15 minutes to do this recording because I'm using a free version of this program. And so I will make a part 2 because I will most likely run out of time. So here's my World 10 honors. I'm going to save and return. Now, 9th and 10th grade are the only 2 language arts classes in Dodea High School where you can take the actual honors course. 11th and 12th grade year, at that point, you're starting to take advanced placement courses. Advanced placement courses are classes that are taught at the collegiate level, so your high school teachers will teach it as if it's a college course, and you have the potential to earn college credit when you take the AP test at the end of the school year. If you do well enough, you submit your scores to any colleges that you plan to attend, and if the college accepts a high score on your AP exam, they may offer you a free credit just for doing well on that AP exam. So here we are. I've got my Honors 9 and Honors 10 English. 11th grade, I want to start taking, that's my junior year, I want to start taking my AP classes. I'm going to change it here. I don't want regular language arts 11. I want to take AP literature. I'm going to look down and find AP English language and AP English lit. English lit. Actually, I'm going to do AP English language first, because that's a more writing intensive class. And I think that as an 11th grader, it might be best for you, if this is your track, to take a highly intensive writing course your 11th grade year, so that you're prepared to take English, AP English Lit your 12th grade year, which is very heavy on writing as well. So here it is, AP English Lang, save and return. And in 12th grade, I'm going to follow track, and I'm going to add in AP English Lit for 12th grade. I'm going to remove Language Arts 12. And I'm going to add AP English Lit. And you just kind of got to read through the courses that are offered and find the one that you're looking for. Save and return. All right, now you'll see that I've got honors for 9th and 10th, AP for 11th and 12th. Green means good, right? It means I'm required 4 credits. I've scheduled all 4 credits. I am done planning my language arts for all high school. I have about 2.5 minutes. Let's quickly get through social studies before we end this part 1 of this video. So you'll see that I need 3 credits currently scheduled for me by default are 2.5. You'll see that your total 2.5. I've got Global Studies 9, that's a full credit. I've got United States History 11, that's also a full credit, and you see that right here, 1 credit, 1 credit. But United States Government is half a credit. That means it's a semester-long class. It only offers you half a credit. I'm required to take 3. I only have 2.5, so that means I just need to add another semester-long class. So it's already there. United States Government 12 is in 12th grade. It's only for 1 semester. That means we need to add a second semester class to fill that in, right? So you'll take US Gov 12 for half the semester for semester 1, and then semester 2 you can take another semester-long elective. And then we scroll down and we see what's available. Now, again, disclaimer, Guam High may not and certainly does not offer all of these classes. You'll just need to see what's available to you at the Dodea High School you go to. But for this example, let's just scroll down, and I think let's say I'm gonna presume we're going to Guam High. I like this Guam Culture class, that's kind of cool. It's worth 0.5 credit. You see that under this column here, credits. I need half a credit. Guam Culture is half a credit. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. And this should fill in my requirement for social studies. So you'll see that you have half a credit for US Gov 12 and half a credit for Guam Culture. The status is planned for both. We'll save and return. And our social studies category should be green. And there it is. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and we'll start a part 2 at our next video.